Hello and welcome to the second edition of What the Hell Just Happened, the video blog that takes an analytical, irreverent, and yet sober look at the most interesting stories happening in the world today. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I am your host, Martin Ganipolar, and together we'll figure it all out. Today, we start with the indictments of 12 Russian military intelligence officers by Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller. Now, these guys were the ones that hacked into the DNC and Hillary Clinton's email server. So what the hell just happened here? Here's what. This proves that there is legal evidence that a foreign adversary influenced the U.S. presidential election. Is this a big deal? Does plutonium cause cancer? The good news is this will give the president an opportunity to really stick it to Putin when he meets him next week. Yeah, right after Wthjh finds the real killer for Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. We move next to the nomination of Brett Kavanaugh, named to replace Anthony Kennedy on the Supreme Court. Kennedy, as you may recall, voted to ratify same-sex marriage, to uphold Roe v. Wade, and to defend the due process rights of prisoners in Guantanamo Bay. His replacement, Kavanaugh, is best known as being the right-hand man to Kenneth Starr, the Solicitor General whose name sounds like he should be a member of the Queer Eye Makeover crew. Now, you may remember that Starr wrote the brief that led to the impeachment hearings of President Bill Clinton. And you might think, well, maybe this Kavanaugh guy would be comfortable considering impeachment for the current president. Hell no. He'll be far too busy working on his favorite legal cases centering on limiting women's access to abortion, ending the Affordable Care Act, and strengthening the rights of any mouth breather who wants to buy an assault rifle, and finally dismantling environmental regulation. And speaking of threats to our American way of life, Kroger's grocery chain has just announced that they will start using autonomous robocars to deliver groceries to their customers. So what the hell just happened? Well, now, not only don't you have to plant and harvest or hunt and prepare food you eat, you don't even have to leave home for it. Yale Cossett, Kroger's chief digital officer, stated, quote, "Our customers are increasingly wanting different ways of fulfilling their food and shopping needs," close quote. Well, what was wrong with little Joey the delivery boy from down the street? "Hey, Mrs. Johnson, here's your groceries, and may I say you're looking lovely today." Well, maybe Joey can get a summer job mining coal. Or someone could hire him to carry their groceries from the robocar into the kitchen. Then they wouldn't even have to stop watching Netflix. And finally, we go to the story of Wthjh, the Iceman. Now, this was the mummy who was freeze-dried 5,300 years ago when he died in the Italian Alps while hunting. So, what the hell just happened with him? The latest story is that scientists just recently inventoried the contents of his stomach. They found that just before he died, he had consumed a meal of goat and deer meat, wheat seeds, and fern leaves. Mixed grill and a side salad. See if you can get any of that stuff from Kroger's robocars. Yeah, Wthjh was on the paleo diet, but then Wthjh actually was paleo. Well, that about wraps up my editorial for this week. Thanks for listening. I'll be back again next week with another episode of What the Hell Just Happened. In the meantime, keep thinking, stay informed, and take a second to say hello to a neighbor today, if you will. Bye for now.